entrepreneurship. Most importantly, I get to introduce you to the people I've met along the way as I build my business and help others build their business. Join me to be inspired, uplifted every time you watch the show. Hey, welcome to the Jenn G show. It's Thursday. I took off last Thursday. I was in California, which was lovely, but I missed you all, so I'm glad to be back. One little thing I want to say is Monday is Veterans Day. Very important to thank a veteran. And the anniversary for the Marine Corps is on Saturday, so thank a Marine. Don't forget, thank a veteran. It's a huge deal. And whenever you can, please support the veterans. Hire a vet. And those, I think, are really important things. So we start with that part of the show. And so tonight, I'm joined by Amelia. And why this is important is because we spend a lot of time talking about your health and being prepared and really owning your whole spirituality, like everything that's about you to make you a better person. And Amelia is the president of Mind Body Expo, so she has the keys to all those people. So welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me, Jen.
I have been to a few of your events, and your vendors have been spectacular. I have walked around like, oh, that's such a great idea. I need that. Well, that'll make me feel so much better. I should do that as well. Mm-hmm. Tell me a little bit about how you find your vendors and what really is the crux of Mind Body Expo.
So Mind Body Expo, we focus on providing our growing community with the tools that they need to feel empowered in their health, wellness, and in sustainability as well. We believe in a holistic approach. Mm-hmm. So it's mind, body, spirit, and environment, because we also need to take care of the planet we live in, right?
Yeah.
So our vendors are very unique because I'm passionate about health, about wellness, and I always try to find the most cutting-edge modalities, the best products, and we want to provide our attendees with that, because if I want that for myself, I want that for our community as well.
Mm-hmm. Which is interesting when you talk about the idea of being healthy. You cannot cut out the idea of the environment. And I was talking to someone who is in the holistic space, and they were talking about our drinking water and that there's Accutane in our drinking water. And that is, I know if back in the day, I don't know if they still prescribe Accutane, maybe, but if you wanted someone to go on Accutane, there was a whole release you had to sign because it was so dangerous for you. Come to find out, it's now in our water.
Wow.
Right?
It is.
So you can't talk about being healthy without the environment.
Yes, it's so important. It's such an important component, because what is our health without our community that we live in? And for us to live in a healthy environment, we need to take care of it too. Sometimes, because we lived in such a beautiful place, it's hard to see where all of our trash is going. But then you turn around and you look at the photographs of the places where our trash are being sent to. Mm-hmm. It's devastating.
Absolutely. And I just watched a whole series about the sea turtles down in like the Key West area. So I had always been that person who cuts everything. I don't want anything in case it winds up in the ocean. I've moved away from plastic now entirely. So
great.
Luckily we have, straws that aren't plastic, and so we can use a lot of that stuff, and reusable bottles. When I go, now I've been to your events, but when you go there, you get ideas of how to best take care of the environment. What are some of the people you're looking forward to seeing that have been at other events or are coming to the next event, which we'll talk about, that can help with that?
Well, the approach that we have is very holistic, so there's something for everyone. When we start on our path to health and wellness and consciousness, we have to start somewhere. Some people start with fitness, some people start with nutrition and supplements, so there's something for everyone.
I love that.
But a few of our sponsors that we currently have we have Pause at Swinton, which is a lounge that serves teas. They have yoga classes like acro yoga. It's a really cool place to just hang out, relax, and even do your work. It's a very nice environment. So if you're looking to get out of your house, if you work from home, if you're an entrepreneur, going there to do your work is great. It's a nice, soothing environment.
That's if you've not been to Pause, go, because I went recently and you come up and you're like, is this somebody's house?
It's a cute little house.
It is so nice. And you go inside and just the vibe is positive and soothing, and everyone there is incredibly nice.
Yeah.
I agree with you. If you work from home, or even if you work in an office building, you're like, I need a space to be able to concentrate and breathe. That's your space. Go to Pause in Delray for sure.
Yes, 100%. I
like
love
that.
that place. And another sponsor that we have is Dancing Lion Studio. And they are also in Delray. And I love their programs because they have such unique classes and workshops. And they're all about yoga. They're about self-expression. They're about the healing arts. And they have a lot of really amazing. So if you're looking to learn about yoga and movement, there's something for you. If you're looking to learn something more concrete, like a workshop that you can apply, whether it's nutrition, whether it's reading the tarot, they have really unique things there to learn. Yes. Yeah, it's very exciting, the things that they have going on.
So if I get a tarot card reading and I'm like, interesting, I can then go do yoga and feel like zen about the whole thing.
Yeah, you can release whatever the cards are revealing to you.
And then you could do another reading because I just spoke something else into the universe.
Yes, exactly. I love that. And then I guess one more sponsor that we have just to share is Delray Beach Cryo. And they have, if you have never done cold therapy, I am a huge lover of the cold because cold therapy is so effective in moving your lymphatic system, pumping your blood, and really getting your body to detox. It helps you with recovery time. So I personally love ice baths. I love getting... I know.
You know when I say that, but I honestly haven't really given them a try, but just the idea.
It's such a great mental practice.
Yes.
So I personally love ice baths, but if you are scared to get in ice cold water, cryo is an amazing therapy. You're there standing for 2 minutes. It gets pretty cold, but you're there for 2 minutes, in and out, and you will see substantial results. And Delray Beach Cryo also has a lot of services beyond that use cold therapy for anti-aging, for your face, for your skin. They have for weight loss and reduction. They have massage. They have facials. So they're really great to check out because they're all really well-rounded.
And that's in Delray.
That's in Delray.
And
Delray Beach Cryo.
You've gone in the chamber,
Yes.
the cryo chamber.
Yeah.
And so what was that like? Because now I need to be prepped because now I have to go.
So it's ideal to do a little bit of breath work before going in so that you get the blood pumping through your body. So if you want to do that, just let somebody know to guide you through some breath work exercises. And once you do the breathing exercises, the chamber needs to get cold. So
Right.
you're gonna see like smoke coming out. It's so cool, the experience, because it's really so futuristic. And then they open the chamber. You're wearing what's it called? You're wearing like a little vest that's covering you. You're in your own suit, and you have gloves, you have socks, and then when you go in, you take off the little vest and you go into the chamber. They close the door, and then they turn it on full speed, and you're there for 2 minutes.
And is somebody in the room with you?
Yeah, but they don't watch you change.
No, that I don't even care about. I'm like, watch away. It doesn't matter to me.
Someone's
it's
there
just in case
supporting you. Yeah, they're there supporting you.
I need somebody to be like, happy hills, daffodils, butterflies.
Yeah. They'll definitely be there holding space and supporting you. And if you really feel that you can't hold it any longer, they will take you out of the chamber.
Okay, because as we've talked about in the past, one, I'm very clumsy, and two, I don't want it to be like a I Love Lucy moment where I go in the steamer and I forget, and all of a sudden I'm like,
Yes.
But as long as somebody's there, I would feel far more calm. So I'm very much looking forward to that type of thing. And I wouldn't have known about that unless I came to one spot where all these modalities are placed.
Yeah.
And last year, for you, was your first one.
Yes, it was my first one.
That you were at the helm, and
Yes.
it was a huge success.
Over 4,000 people.
That's crazy good,
Yeah.
though. Yeah. So I can imagine March 22nd.
Yes, we're expecting 6,000 to 8,000.
That's And me, I'll be there.
Yeah.
But 6 to 8,000 people, which shows you a few things. One, that you did an amazing job last year. Two, the awareness and how the community has really resonated with these ideas of being healthy, mind, body, and soul.
Yes. I love seeing the diverse amount of people that we have at our event. I've actually heard a few comments from our vendors that they love how diverse the event is in the type of people that come to the event. So it's great that many people from all different walks of life are exploring and coming together to celebrate health and wellness.
Which is interesting because you think so back in the day, right? Let's look even at the early 90s. Somebody would say it's a health and wellness holistic event. You're thinking people there that they made their own clothes out of stuff they grew in their backyard and they, who knows? It has evolved so much that this really speaks to everyone, all ages, all walks of life, whatever, you believe. It doesn't matter. It's like we're here to be the best version of ourselves we can be. And these are the people who can help you get to that.
Yes, of
I love
course.
that,
I
yeah.
love that.
Which is great. And last year you had 4,000 people and it's in Delray. Talk a
Yes.
little bit about the venue.
So it's located in Old School Square. It is the heart of Delray. It's such a beautiful space. We are actually taking up, if you've ever been to Old School Square, they have the farmers market. We are taking up the whole farmers market side. We are using the big stage. We're going to have a VIP zone. Our event is divided into zones already. So there's a different zone for different pillars like healing arts, nurturing your body, sustainability, green living, and even kids. We'll definitely have activities for kids as well. So the venue is perfect because it's right on the avenue. So you can stop by and check us out, take a nice walk on the beach, walk back. It's really central. And our event is all day long from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's on a Sunday.
Oh, okay. Okay, more importantly for me, how do I get a VIP? How do I become a VIP?
Well, we're selling tickets, and we will provide our sponsors with free tickets so that they can invite another person or a group of people to the VIP tent. We will have our speakers there doing meet and greets and other influencers.
Oh, I love that. So if I just want to go and buy a ticket, I can choose to buy a VIP ticket and a general admission ticket. I can choose what works for me.
General admission, it's actually free. It's a free event for everyone.
Okay. Why you have to be at this free event? So there's not even a ticket. I could just be like, it's Sunday. What to do? Mind Body Expo. Wow.
Yeah,
Very
we really
cool.
do these events for the community. We want people to learn, and we want the most success for our sponsors and our vendors because we believe in their brand, and that's why we're partnering with them, because we believe in a co-creative and collaborative approach where all the businesses, if you go to our online portal, there's no way of registering online because they need to contact Mind Body Expo first so that we can evaluate their business and see if they're actually aligned to our expo, and that's what differentiates us from other expos.
Yes, you vet them because I could just register online and be like organic cookies, and I show up and it's all chemical, latent, ridiculous things that haven't been vetted, and you're saying, no, this has gone through our process. We are presenting to the community exactly what we eat, breathe, and think, and so do our sponsors.
Exactly.
That's excellent. I like that. A lot of times I've been to other things and you think it's going to be one thing and they just take anybody who wants to show up. Anybody who has a banner can show up. And it turns out just to be this mishmash of things that doesn't really have a centralized theme. Wow. All right. So I want you, if you're a sponsor, I want you to be able to make sure that you can get Amelia's information. If you go to your text function, the number is 55312, and the message is sponsor, and press send. And that will take you right to her digital card. So not paper, environmental. Think.
Yes.
And you can talk with Amelia. You click to call, click to text, get her right there. So she can talk with you, see what you really do, and if this is a good fit for you guys. And
Exactly.
it'll be a nice combination for the both of you.
Of course, yes. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions. We love to speak to our vendors and our sponsors so that we can really see if we're the right fit for each other.
That's really good. So we have a clip that we're going to show from last year's event, and let's take a look at the clip, and we'll come back and then we'll discuss more.
At the Mind Body Expo. My name is Amelia and I am the CEO and president of the organization, and I'm so happy to present to you today this awesome event.
I feel like the vibe here is just energetic. The vendors are amazing. There's so many awesome offerings. Health, educators, healers, art, music, food, fun. I've just been enjoying myself.
Excited about what's happening. There's 87 vendors here, all engaging with the community, talking about their products, about the transformational processes they create.
I have to say I'm so impressed. You have the fitness zone, you've got the green zone, the food is delicious, you have different healers, and the speakers have also been really amazing.
This is by far the best expo. They've really put together a phenomenal event that's a full mind, body, spirit experience.
This has been an incredible event today. Really a dynamic crowd. Very, very happy that I attended. I've met so many health conscious people. People who are really active, who are alive, who really believe in wellness. I've made, I think, some lasting connections here at the expo. I'll do it next year.
The Mind Body Expo is amazing. I'm happy.
It's nice to see that there's more and more awareness towards health and wellness, more focus on integrated medicine, more bias towards prevention, and really an opportunity to help shift that paradigm of how people look at their health.
What a fantastic event. I can tell you, we came out here knowing there was going to be a lot of health and wellness minded people, and we are not disappointed.
I really got to give kudos to Amelia and Josmar and all the people that organized this, because it is remarkable. It's amazing.
Thank you for coming, and we hope to see you next year.
Yeah, all right, let's go. All right.
Welcome back. You've been listening to the Jenn G Show, sponsored by MobiPop. To learn how you can be a part of the MobiPop movement and elevate your business, contact me. Text WIN to 80800. So 86 vendors.
Yes. We actually had 90.
Somebody miscounted. So 90 vendors.
Yes.
And a few things that I love, just even watching that, everybody looks so happy. The setup looks amazing, where people can freely move from zone to zone to zone. But tell me about the speaker's tent.
So last year we had a speaker's tent because since the farmers market was going on during the same day, we wanted to make sure that people weren't just walking by in front of speakers and not really engaging with them. When you're on a big stage, you know, you're like really little on that big stage. So if you have tents around and things going on, people tend to get distracted. So we put a speaker's tent. This year we're doing a speaker stage because we have the whole farmers market side.
Right.
So within the stage, we're going to put the VIP zone next to it. We're going to put the food right in front of the speaker stage and put speakers all around. The space is ample and big enough to accommodate, and we will have rows of seats. Now we have amazing speakers in the works, so I can't really say anything yet.
No, you have to be at the event to see
Yes.
this. Are you taking any more speakers? Do you have room, or are you full? That's closed.
Our speakers are reserved for specific sponsorships. So if you are looking to showcase your business and the education behind the business, because that's what we like to focus on, then becoming a sponsor would be your best bet at becoming a speaker. And we can definitely say that we're going to have an amazing turnout based on the speakers that we are acquiring. And we will also have performances in between our speakers as well.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
And I think what you said, the best thing is, if you're going to be a sponsor and you want to be a speaker, bring value, bring an education piece to it, so that the audience, the community walks away with maybe an aha moment or tools that they can implement right away to be healthier.
Exactly. And I believe that it's very important that when a business is a sponsor of any expo, it's important how you showcase your business. Now, that's why we put such a strong emphasis in media, because my background is in public relations, advertising, brand development, and media production. And I know the value, as you know, as everyone here is watching us on the show, that media is extremely important. And why is that important? Because it's super valuable to know how to present yourself to others, because people don't buy products, people buy brands. So I like to support my sponsors in any way possible. So I always open up the floor for free consultations on how to showcase your brand in the best way.
Okay, so let me just say that's value. A lot of times people, whether you're a new company or an existing company, you sign up to be a part of these expos. And then they say, would you like to speak? And you're sure. Of course, any more exposure, I would love that. Unfortunately, oftentimes people don't know the best way to brand themselves, so they might have a great idea, but the message gets lost in the delivery. And you're saying that you can sit with them and say, I see your brand. Here are things I'm suggesting you tweak that will really resonate with our community.
Exactly.
I love that.
Yeah.
So on top of being a speaker and you could be a sponsor, you get a little bit of coaching from a professional who knows how to brand you.
Exactly. And it's free because we're a nonprofit organization and we focus on supporting our community. So we want to also support our sponsors because all we want is for our community to grow and become more conscious and more healthy.
And the value that you bring, and then just the mere fact that for attendees it's free, and that will bring people who, they'll bring their children, they'll bring their parents. It's a great across the age group of people. And I know, I guess it was 2 months ago or maybe last month, you had a Mind Body Expo for children.
We that was probably with the previous owner, but we do have a zone for specifically for children to do activities and to learn.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Because then you can never be too young to start thinking about your health.
Exactly.
If you start and you want to be healthy and you want to put the right things in your body, it's sometimes you want to start. Starting is the key. However, if you are 3 or 4 and somebody around you teaches you reach for something healthy versus reaching for food that's not healthy, that's how you grow up, and that's how you're going to really socialize yourself. And so you don't have to cut a candy addiction. You already know, let me reach for the apple, let me reach for the grape, or let me reach for that rather than let me just reach for basically a handful of sugar.
Yes, I agree. And it's super important as parents to also understand what is the best for your children and your family. So we have plenty of vendors and activities and speakers that can accommodate for the education of both.
That's awesome. All right, so March 22nd. It's in the old school square, and it's very pretty. I go there every week because I have meetings there all the time. It's very pretty. Here's my question, though. Parking. Explain the park, because I think it's important for people to understand where they're going to park.
So there's a parking garage that is right behind the venue. I don't remember. I think it might be 5th Avenue. So it is the street that is parallel to Atlantic Avenue. It's if you drive in there, there's a big parking garage, and parking is free up to I think 4 p.m.
Oh, yeah. And literally, you just turn down the road and you make and the parking garage is right there. And I think it's like 4 stories, 3 or 4 stories.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's ample. There's ample parking.
Yes.
Oftentimes, a lot of times, I would say in the South Florida area, people are like, oh, I don't know about parking. There is parking. I'm there
Plenty
every
of parking.
Thursday. There's parking down there for sure.
Yes, definitely. And you don't have to worry about paying for the street parking on the Ave. So just make sure to watch out for that parking garage because it's free on the weekends until 4 p.m.
And if you play your cards right, it's a free event. You go in, you hear speakers that are going to enhance your everyday life free. Parking's free. What are you doing on a Sunday in March? Like, it's, and of course, we have a lot of people who come down anyway because it's so cold up north.
Yes.
Live your best life.
Exactly.
And I can imagine, I said this before we went on air, you're inundated right now. You're in it. You're like
I'm in
getting sponsors, you're getting things together. So if you want to be a sponsor, go to your phone, start a new text. The number is 55312, and the message is sponsor. And now, if I want to attend, how do I get in the information? Where do I go to attend? Are you up on Eventbrite yet?
Yes, we are. We're up on Eventbrite. We're also, you can visit our website, mindbodyexpo.org. And through our website, you can check our events and you can reserve your ticket there, put it on your calendar, and you're all set to go.
Awesome. Not that you want to pick a favorite, but what are some of the things last year as you walked around and you were a part of it that you were like, that is incredibly cool?
Well, I would say that the best thing overall was the love in the environment. It was surreal. It was surreal. I've never experienced something like this before because my impression was, you know, people walking around and I'm going to be busy. And, you know, it was my first expo. Before that, I'd only planned like events, 200 people, you know, and this was my first
Only
4,000.
That's still pretty big, 200.
Yeah, well, compared to 4,000,
Right.
you know? So I was, you know, I didn't really know what to expect, but seeing the love in the environment was so beautiful. Everyone was hugging each other. Everyone was just feeling like the high vibration of loving and learning. So that was by far my favorite part of the event. It was very community driven. People made long lasting connections, as you saw one of our sponsors said, and that's a huge success that we have within our events.
Which often, so I go to a lot of business events, right? Because MobiPop, we go to all these different business events and these expos, and oftentimes the feel is very robotic, get from one thing to the next, and you just want to make sure that you can make all these connections, whether they're real or not. This seems to be, we are all here for one purpose, and that purpose just generates a higher frequency.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh,
that's why our tagline
awesome.
is learn together, grow together.
Learn together, grow together. That's
We definitely
really
embody
good.
that.
All right, so Ken just gave me the 2, and we all know that that makes things go super fast. I want to make sure if you want to be a sponsor, and you should be, and MobiPop has already been a part of Mind Body Expo sponsorship, and we do believe in this. Please go to your text function, start a new text. The number is 55312. The keyword is sponsor, and the website is Mind Body Expo. Amelia, thank you so much for coming on the show. Right before we're going to have you come back, maybe give some more secrets so we can talk about more what's going to go on March 22nd.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. Enjoy your Thursday. See you next week.
Is your business MobiPop? A new way to grow your business. Using a simple keyword, drive customers right to you with just a
Thank you so much for spending this half hour with me and my guests at the Jenn G Show, sponsored by MobiPop. Looking forward to seeing you next week where we connect, communicate, and collaborate. Have a great evening.
Gallbladder problems, gingivitis,